Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another look back 60 years ago this week ending November 13th, 1965. We're going to look at the Billboard Hot 100 charts, see what Beatle action there is this week, what other things are on the charts, still British invasion groups and American groups. Let's take a look here, starting with the bubbling under the Hot 100. Let's see what stands out here. We've got Chad and Jeremy, and there's the Hollies. Look Through Any Window. That's going to be one of their breakthrough hits finally on the American charts. It's not quite up there yet. We'll see if it gets there next week in the regular part of the charts. Got Simon and Garfunkel, Sounds of Silence. I'm not sure this might be their first appearance of that song because there were two versions. The original were acoustic, and then second one that became the big hit where they added more electric guitars and drums and so forth. There's Edward Starr, Nancy Sinatra, So Long Babe. Okay, let's move on to the regular part of the chart. This is position previous weeks, and over here on the edge here it's weeks on the charts. Let's see what we can see here. There's Buck Owens, Tony Bennett, Johnny Nash. They always have such a variety of acts way back when. There's a song Pied Piper. That's a good song. There's the We Five, Peter and Gordon, Don't Pity Me. Puppet on a String by Elvis, a new one starting at 80. There's Sonny and Cher. Animals, It's My Life. I like that song. Years later in the 80s, I forget the name of the group, but they did a remake of that song. It was cool. Child of Our Times, Barry McGuire, following up his first big hit. Let's see where that one's going to go. There's the Mojo Men. Danny Hutton, hanging around here and here. That's one of the three lead singers of Three Dog Night. Going to be a huge group in the end of the 60s, early 70s. Roses and Rainbows. There's McCoys following up their Hang On Sloopy with Fever. A lot of folks did that song. They're on the Bang Records. Roy Orbison. The Wonder Who. I forget who that was supposed to be, I guess. I wonder if it was the Four Seasons or what. Maybe someone out there knows. I haven't looked it up to see who that was. Don't Think Twice. Is that a Bob Dylan song? Don't Think Twice, Ma? I'm not sure. James Brown. There's Paul Revere coming down with their Steppin' Out. So they're getting onto the charts, but they're going to be on the charts the rest of the 60s here with a lot of hits. There's Dionne Warwick, Fortunes, Here It Comes Again. That was a good one. Dave Clark 5, another big one for them. This might be their last big hit in America. Over and Over, 63. Trini Lopez, Bobby Goldsboro, them. Mystic Eyes. Was Van Morrison with them at this time? With them. Four Tops, Roger Miller. The Beau Brummels getting to 55. I think this is their last chart hit. Don't Talk to Strangers. They made some cool albums after this, 66, 67, 68. There's a Lovin' Spoonful, 13 weeks on the charts with Do You Believe in Magic. They're going to have a lot of hits coming up in the next year or so. Yardbirds, I'm a Man. There's Clapton with them, or he left, and Jeff Beck's with them at this time. There's the Turtles, Let Me Be, jumping up, almost getting to the top 40. Going to be their follow-up hit. There's Otis Redding with his version of Respect. There's Dino, Dizzy, and Billy. Dean Martin right next with Dino, that's his son. Dean Martin right next to each other on the charts. I Will. Castaways, Liar Liar, that's a good one. I think that's a one-hit wonder group. Let's move over here, climbing up the charts here. There's the Hang On Sloopy by the McCoys, so it's coming down, so they got that song Fever coming up. Herman's Hermits, just a little bit better. At number 28, Miracles, Johnny Rivers, Where Have All the Flowers Gone? That's a good one. There's Cher. Temptations, Patty Duke, Petula Clark. You've Got to Hide Your Love Away, a Lennon McCartney song. Keep on Dancing, coming down now for the Gentrys. Sonny and Cher, But You're Mine at 15. So there's a 17, 16, 15. So this one's slowing down here. Bob Dylan, Positively 4th Street, coming down. Turn, 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 getting to number 12. We'll see how high this one's going to go. How high are McGuinn is going to get. Beatles, Yesterday, coming down to a number 11. Ain't That Peculiar, Marvin Gaye's version. Taste of Honey, climbing to number 9. Herb Albert, Let's Hang On, Four Seasons, 8. Gary Lewis and the Playboy, coming down to 7. Rescue Me, that's a good one. Fontella Brass, Supremes, look at that. In 3 weeks, zoomed up to number 5. Vogue's You're the One. 1, 2, 3 by Len Barry. Lover's Concerto by the Toys. Look at it, 3 weeks in a row at number 2. And the Rolling Stones, Hanging On for another week. Get Off of My Cloud. And that's for the week ending November 13th, 1965. We'll be back again next week. If you enjoyed this, you might think about leaving a super thanks. If you do, much appreciated. Another look back 60 years ago coming up next week. Thanks for watching.